The traditional company of one philosophy is built on a specific choice. You stay small to protect your freedom. You build a business around your life, avoiding the corporate bloat and management layers that typically swallow an entrepreneur's time. For this to work, a solo operation has to be four things. It must be resilient to adapt, autonomous to run without help, fast enough to pivot, and simple to manage without staff. But every solo business eventually hits a physical wall. No matter how efficient you are, you still only have 24 hours in a day. The diagram illustrates the core bottleneck. Routine operational and administrative tasks relentlessly stack up against your limited daily energy, slowly choking out your ability to actually grow the business. Standard business advice says to hire more humans to solve this, but scaling your headcount often destroys the original goal of autonomy. You stop doing the work you love and start managing the people who do it. Now, this creates a massive operational paradox. You need the output of a fully staffed company, but you want to remain the only human in the room. Protecting a solo business by simply working harder eventually limits its potential. Survival requires changing how we define a colleague. We usually view software as a tool, something that sits idle until we give it a command. But modern AI agents operate with a different logic. Tools wait for input. Colleagues take ownership. When AI agents are assigned defined roles and given long-term project context, they can exercise a level of autonomy that simple automation can't match. To organize this new kind of team, you need a specialized operating system. This is the Realm framework, an environment built specifically for companies where humans and AI agents work as a single crew. In this system, the human is the player. Your role is to manage energy, set the strategic direction, and make high-level decisions that only a human can make. Moving from a tactical operator to a strategic commander requires more than just better prompts. It requires a new organizational structure designed to keep agents aligned without human intervention. Human teams use meetings and Slack threads to stay on the same page, but AI agents share context through written data. Traditional management frameworks like Scrum fail here because agents don't need to talk, they need to read. This diagram shows the codex, the central memory hub. Every goal, piece of research, and decision flows into this unified repository. If it isn't recorded here, it doesn't exist. This allows agents to work even when the player is offline. Because these agents share context but lack human intuition, they need rigid, specialized roles. To make these roles intuitive, Realm adopts the logic of a game world, dividing AI agents into 5 specialized character classes. Warriors execute tasks with speed. Mages analyze complex data for insights. Hunters research unknown territory for raw information. Bards create content and manage brand voice. And clerics coordinate the system to ensure nothing stalls. When every specialized agent communicates exclusively through the codex, coordination friction disappears. The company gains a perfect institutional memory that doesn't rely on human meetings to function. To turn this memory into action, the Realm framework uses a mechanism called a quest. This map shows a quest in motion. The human sets the parameters. A hunter agent gathers the raw intelligence, and a mage processes that data into a strategic briefing. The workflow then routes back to you for validation. Once you approve the analysis, the packet moves to a warrior agent for final execution. This tiered workflow ensures the human only spends energy on high-leverage approvals. You offload the mechanical execution to the agents, keeping your focus on strategy. The bottlenecked entrepreneur we saw earlier is now a Realm operator, a single human conducting a frictionless, autonomous crew. This is the radial organizational chart. The human stays in the center core. The codex forms the middle ring of memory, and AI agents orbit in outer sectors. Every connection passes through the codex, ensuring the human stays informed without administrative noise. This structure finally decouples your output from your hours. You can scale the complexity of your business without ever adding human overhead or losing your personal freedom. The company of one human is a strategy for engineering an autonomous world that plays entirely by your rules.